Good afternoon, everyone. Gabe Velazquez here with you, transparenttrading-solutions.com on a Tuesday, 9th of April. In front of tomorrow's huge, now looming large, the CPI number. And again, everybody, markets kind of been just chopping around in here. Yesterday was a very narrow trading range in the S&P. Today we were all over the place. Very choppy trading. Again, undecided. This is just reflection of what's happening under the surface with people not sure what's going to happen. Lots of cross currents. NVIDIA really was led the market today. Let's get right into the charts. Also, a quick reminder, I'm going to have the class on Thursday. If you haven't signed up for that, I have a limit of 30. I am going to expect to fill up. Last class we did filled up, and it's going to be, again, pertaining to options. As you know, a lot of stocks setting up. I've got a whole list of stocks that we'll go over as well to set you guys up. So I will give you some trading ideas if you sign up for the class. It is a free class. So again, don't miss that class. It's free. It's going to be Thursday, this coming Thursday in 2 days at 11 Pacific. So yep, if you have the time, join me for that. Be very, very fascinating. Expand your horizons. As you know, futures have been very, very challenged, even, with volatility fairly low. So, all right, let's go get right into the charts. Again, the link is below. Go ahead and sign up, or you can contact us if you need to register as well. All right, so let's get right into the charts here on the S&P. Again, more of the same. You can see here with S&P just basically chopping around between 5,200 and the all-time highs. Even today, we attempted a pullback, came right down to the Thursday lows, and then shot right back up again. Resistance here, but obviously things can change very quickly tomorrow. Similarly, the NASDAQ just, again, actually, NASDAQ's been much narrower. You can see just a mess in here. It's just big old massive ugly range and so forth. The Dow is the one that's kind of moving. Dow kind of filled that gap here, this gap here, and rallied. There's some levels up top here. We'll see what happens with that tomorrow. Russell, nothing. What was interesting too today was the Bitcoin, micro Bitcoin did in fact rally up to that level and then come off, and it's sitting right at the gap here. So we'll see if that actually pulls back all the way down to here. This is a leading indicator for risk on type of sentiment. So it'd be interesting. Also, I've been mentioning the VIX. VIX kind of hovering. I think the VIX is still holding above 15 because I think there is some caution going into tomorrow. If it's a super hot number, the market could be down very, very sharply tomorrow. However, if it comes in line or even below expectations, probably go out to a new high. So both sides are possible. You can't lean on one side or the other. We are positioned here at TTS with a market neutral type of strategy as well. Rates really backing down. This, I think, was also somewhat supported to the market today. You can see rates coming off. Next level clearly is the 430, and then if not, we come all the way back down to possibly even 4%. Wouldn't surprise me. Or again, a hot number would probably push us out to 4. Next level here on the interest rates is all the way out to like 460, 463 actually. So we'll see how that goes there. Dollar, very choppy. We got ECB on Thursday. This will probably move again tomorrow. Nothing there, just kind of in no man's land. We got New Zealand tonight, and it'll be interesting if they ease again. Remember this, the Swiss bank already dropped rates, euro coming up. New Zealand, it'd be interesting if they drop rates tonight, see if that, we start that rate cutting cycle across all the central banks. We did actually, we were in a rate hiking cycle, as you recall, for the last 18 months. Now maybe we start the rate cutting cycle from all the central banks. It'll be interesting tonight. New Zealand comes out. Silver looks like it's headed to $30 an ounce. Wouldn't shock me. That's the all-time high. Looks very, very bullish. Obviously, lots of momentum. Getting a little stretched here, but ultimately, I think we probably hit 30 an ounce. Gold, we talk about this all the time. Still very strong momentum. No levels to speak of in terms of new highs. Not people talking about 2,500 an ounce. That could be the case. I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. Copper also, picking up pretty nicely here. We'll see what happens with that. At 450, there's some levels there on copper, and then oil kind of pausing right here today. It was actually came back down a little bit here, and stalling out at 80, around the 86 level here on oil, but very, very choppy. You can see it's been kind of just grinding in a very kind of choppy manner all the way through. Nat gas, nothing to speak of there. We kind of hovering around 190. There's a little bit of a resistance level here at 190 in nat gas. And then we have we have another ag report coming out Thursday, which could move the markets. There's really nothing to talk about. Under the surface, just real quick to finish up, NVIDIA really was driving pretty much the move in the S&P. If you look to the move early this morning in NVIDIA, right here, you could literally see that the S&P dropped at the same time, and then as NVIDIA recovered, you can clearly also see the recovery in the S&P. So if you're looking for a little bit of a leading indicator, you can clearly just put these charts side by side. You can clearly see the correlation today was all more or less that drop right there coincided with the drop of 850. I think NVIDIA, that's the other thing. NVIDIA obviously will recover if we get a benign CPI number tomorrow. So we'll see what happens. Okay. All right. So again, big numbers tomorrow, CPI, following day, PPI. And then we got bank earnings coming out too, by the way. JPM is out on Friday. So we're starting to heat up some things. In regards to the bank earnings, if you are interested, I mean, we are, those that class I'm going to be covering does cover some of that stuff with a lot of the, earnings coming out. So if you want to position yourself and have some flexibility, make sure you join me for that class. Okay. All right. Have a great rest of your week. I will see you on Friday, and we'll see what happens tomorrow. Going to be a very, very fascinating day tomorrow with regards to the CPI. Okay. Take care. Have a good night.